When I started building TaskForge, I thought I had my architecture all figured out. I had my entities, organizations, workspaces, projects, tasks, just to name a few. Everything had relationships and it was all clean and good. But then real questions started appearing. Who can archive a project? Can a task that has been completed be reopened? Should notifications be sent? And who should receive that notification? That's when I realized my database wasn't really my architecture. And a lot of developers think architecture means designing the tables, designing users, projects, tasks, comments, designing all of those tables for your database. But tables only tell you where the data lives. They don't tell you how your business works. Your database knows what exists, but it doesn't know what should happen with those things that exist. Let's take a task for example. The table might have the status of the task, who the task is assigned to, the assigned to, completed that, looks good. But then business requirements come. Can a completed task be reopened? Who is allowed to archive it? Should notifications be sent? Can archive tasks be restored? None of these answers exist inside your migrations. What actually matters is this: create, assign, start, review, complete, archive. This work this workflow is architecture because this is how the business behaves. Users care about workflows, they don't care about tables. So while building task force, I started realizing something. Architecture actually starts here. Business rules, what should the system achieve? The entity life cycle. How does that entity change over time? The action and service classes, how the system makes it happen. The policies, who is allowed to do what, notification, who needs to be informed. Database, where is the data stored? The database supports the architecture. It should not define it. Over here in my project, I have the actions I use for my tasks. Some of these actions were not as a result of database, as a result of the migrations that I did. Ones like the complete task action, the cancel task action, the reassign task action. This came from business requirements. I needed workflows. Then I also have the policies, where I have the task policies answering the question of who is allowed to do what. So I needed workflows, permissions, rules, and that is the architecture of the application. A database is important, but it is only for storage. Architecture is how the business behaves. Architecture is the workflows, the rules. Architecture is change over time. When you start a new project, do you begin with database tables or do you start with business workflows? Let me know down below in the comments.